Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's Mayor's Update. As always, we have a lot of important information to share with you here today, so please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, relatives, and anyone else who you think may find this information helpful over the course of the next week. The first thing we're going to start off by saying today is many of you saw either in the news or on Facebook or in the information released from the school department that our fourth grade students are going to go remote for the next 2 weeks. 3 of our fourth grade students have tested positive for COVID-19, as well as 2 of our teachers for that grade. So just because the main grouping of new cases in the schools are in the fourth grade level, only the fourth grade will be going remote for the next 2 weeks. All other grades will still be operating on our usual hybrid schedule. As things like this occur throughout the upcoming weeks and months as we get into the regular flu season and cold season, we will continue to let the public know whenever things like this occur. However, the guidance from the state is if it's concentrated in one particular grade level like that, particularly where our students at Elm Street do not change classrooms from one to the other, we will just take things on a case-by-case basis as we have done this past week. We are seeing students who are symptomatic in some ways. However, out of an abundance of precaution, whenever a student comes down with any symptoms, whether they are directly COVID-19 or not, we are sending them home just to make sure that we are not creating an environment in our school system that could potentially lead to a spreader event. So all of the precautions in our school department are being adequately taken, and our fourth grade students will come back in 2 weeks' time. Our paving projects have wrapped up this past week. We've completed all paving projects as part of our South Gardner infrastructure improvement. This past week, we put in all the new sidewalks on High Street and Lovewell Street. And all of our other paving projects are completed as well. We will pick up again next year with Acadia Road, Norman Street, and Parker Street next year, just to name a few. However, the final paving list has not yet been made as we wait until the Chapter 90 money gets released from the state until that is finalized. But we know those 3 are at the top of the list. I want to note that our DPW crews will likely be working on Acadia Road over the course of the wintertime. In the street itself, there were several drainage pipes that had rotted out that we are in the process of replacing. So if you do see crews on Acadia Road, that is the work that they will be doing at that time when you see them. The DPW, along with Gardner Square 2, are doing a new banner project for downtown Gardner. Many people know that we see the Christmas wreaths go up on the Victorian light posts around Thanksgiving time every year, or on every other light pole. So this year, on the poles that do not have a Victorian light, our DPW crews will also be putting up banners such as this one here on our different Victorian posts that don't have wreaths. They say live, eat, play, and work. And there's different options there. You can sponsor a banner in the downtown for a fee of $250. And if you have any questions about how to sponsor a banner to get a business name out there, or just to help make a difference in your community by brightening up the downtown during the holiday season, please contact our Economic Development Coordinator, Maribel Cruz, at mcruz, C-R-U-Z, at gardner-ma.gov, and she can get all that information to you there. It'll be really nice to see us sprucing up our downtown as we enter into the Christmas season, especially with the paving projects and the new sidewalks that we have in the downtown as well. So if you have any questions, please let us know, and we're happy to get a banner either with your family's name or with your business's name out in the downtown for people to see. Our micro enterprise grants are going very strong. We have about 20 applicants from the city. Those of you who remember, back in August, we announced that the city received $400,000 from the Community Development Block Grant Program to assist our local businesses who have experienced a negative impact due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm happy to announce today that we will actually be doubling the size of those grants. So rather than the $5,000 cap, we will be increasing those to $10,000 per business, just because we're seeing that need in this community there. So micro enterprise businesses are defined as businesses with 5 employees or lower, and there is still funding available for anyone who still wishes to apply that meets those requirements. If you have any questions at all, contact our Assistant Director of Community Development and Planning, Jeff Legros, at JLEGROS at gardner-ma.gov, and he'll be able to assist you there. Many people have asked about the status of our food box program. This is the one that the federal government purchases the excess produce from farmers in the area, and then we were giving out the boxes of the produce for free. We do have 2 potential locations that have finally agreed to take the program if needed. We should have a completed site walk of both to see which one it will be in the end. So hopefully sometime next week we will have a final announcement as to the status of that program. That program is extended up and through the end of the calendar year, so we will have that box program up and running in Gardner again. We're just finalizing which of these two locations is more suitable for the program. I want to say a quick congratulations to Valley Florist. They had their grand reopening last evening. While they are a Templeton business, they are directly on the Gardner border. In fact, they border the Gardner border, if you will. So I do want to say congratulations for that business to continuing under the new ownerships, and I look forward to seeing how they continue to grow in the future. Very exciting announcement. Many of you may remember back in August I said that there was a very exciting announcement in the school department that I couldn't wait to talk about. Well, the embargo from the state stayed on long enough that I wasn't able to talk about it until now, but I'm very excited to say that our new manufacturing trade at Gardner Public Schools will begin at Gardner High School at the beginning of next semester. This is the first time in a very long time that we've been able to offer an official trade at Gardner High School with the assistance from the state through a grant program. We were able to purchase new laser technology equipment, 3D printers, and a whole bunch of other equipment to launch our new manufacturing trade. I want to say a special thank you to our high school principal, Mrs. Paula Bulger, as well as our technology and engineering teaching staff at Gardner High School, particularly Mr. Demetrius Tyros and Mr. Henry Richard, for all of the work that has been put in to get this program off the ground. And I'm very excited to see that we are finally able to create a new way in which our students can get real life experiences in the classrooms at Gardner High School. So thank you very much to everyone who was involved in those projects as well. With that said, I'm going to close today with just a reminder that next week is Thanksgiving week. That means Small Business Saturday is coming up the Saturday after this week. So please get out there and support your local businesses who have had a very hard time this year and need all the help they can get. Our small businesses are there for us whenever we needed a donation to our local charities, sports teams, school groups, clubs, and so many other different organizations here in the community. And now that they need us, we should be standing up and providing them the same support that they've given us for years. So please remember, even though it's not Small Business Saturday yet, to get out there and support your community. I will be signing an official proclamation naming the Saturday after Thanksgiving Small Business Saturday here in the city of Gardner and the Sunday after Thanksgiving Small Brewery Sunday. So please get out and support our local businesses during this time as we start preparing for the holiday season. That said, thank you very much for tuning in this week. I look forward to speaking with you again next week as we will have more information then about all of our holiday celebrations here in the city of Gardner, particularly the Christmas light decorating contest and the different Christmas videos that we'll be doing in place of our annual tree lighting and caroling with the mayor events. But until then, please continue to look after your own mental and physical health, take care of one another, and reach out to those in need. And I look forward to speaking with you next week. Have a good day. Thank you.